This chapter is about tools, not because tools replace skill, but because tools prove it. In Champion shops, the digital vehicle inspection, the DVI, is only as strong as the tools behind it. Skill without proof sounds like opinion. Experience without measurement sounds like guessing. And guessing destroys trust. Both technicians and advisors use tools, but for different reasons. For the technician, tools are how the truth is found and proven. For the advisor, tools are how the truth is organized and explained. The shared truth is simple. Without the right tools, even good people look unprepared. And when people look unprepared, customers feel uncertain. Most average shops struggle here. They don't lack experience, they lack readiness. They start the job and then hunt for what they need. A gauge here, a charger there, a login that doesn't work, a history they forgot to pull. Those small delays don't just waste time, they create silence. And silence makes customers nervous. Champion shops operate differently. Tools are staged before the work begins. Systems are open before the conversation starts. Everything needed to perform the DVI lives within arm's reach. That readiness communicates quality before a single word is spoken. Tools also create consistency. Without tools, every inspection looks different. Every presentation sounds different. Outcomes depend on who's working and how they feel that day. With tools, the process becomes repeatable. The inspection is measured the same way. The story is built the same way. The customer experience feels controlled instead of chaotic. That consistency is what customers interpret as professionalism. Tools also protect you long after the visit ends. For advisors, vehicle history and prior recommendations prevent surprise and blame. They turn, "Why didn't you tell me?" into, "Here's when we documented it." For technicians, measurements and photos prevent arguments. They turn, "You missed this," into, "Here's exactly what it measured at the time." Your tools are not accessories. They are your insurance policy. This is not about having the most expensive equipment. It's about having the right tools ready every time and using them consistently. The Champion standard is clear. If you don't have what you need within arm's reach, you are already behind. When tools are staged and used correctly, the DVI becomes fast without rushing, thorough without chaos, and professional without pressure. That is what quality looks like in a Champion shop. Not noise, not speed, preparation, proof, and control.
For the technician, the toolkit is what separates knowing from guessing. Every part of the DVI depends on measurement, documentation, and proof. Tools are how you remove opinion from the inspection and replace it with facts. Champion technicians do not start inspecting and then look for tools. That behavior creates gaps, breaks focus, and leads to rushed decisions. Before the vehicle enters the bay, the DVI kit is ready. Brake pad gauge, tread depth gauge, battery tester, inspection light, mirror, suspension check tool, scan tool as needed, device charged, camera lens clean. These tools live in the same place every day. No hunting, no scrambling. Measurements are non-negotiable. Brake pads are measured in millimeters, not about half. Tires are measured in 30 seconds. Every tire, every time. Batteries are tested and documented with rated CCA, measured CCA and percentage. Measurements turn recommendations into proof. Photos and videos are not extras. They are evidence. Clear lighting, clean lens, gauge visible in frame. Photos attached to the correct line item immediately. Notes written so an advisor can read them directly to a customer. Condition is not recommendation. Your job is to document what exists, not to decide what the customer should buy. Real-time entry matters. Uploading as you go allows the advisor to build the estimate and story in parallel. When uploads are delayed, the advisor sits blind, the customer waits, and confidence drops. Your tools do not just serve you. They feed the entire system. Strong measurements allow clear prioritization. Clear photos eliminate doubt.
Clean notes remove interpretation.
When the DVI is strong, the advisor presents calmly. When the advisor is calm, the customer feels guided instead of pressured. Your tools also protect you later. When someone questions a recommendation months down the road, documentation answers the question for you. When another shop shows different numbers, your recorded measurement is your defense. A rushed inspection might save minutes today, but it costs trust later. Champion technicians understand that readiness creates speed. Tools staged before the inspection allow you to move smoothly without rushing. That is how quality becomes visible. That is how professionalism becomes defensible. That is how the DVI earns trust.
When I get a digital vehicle inspection, a DVI, what matters most to me is proof. I don't expect to understand everything technically, but I do expect clarity. Measurements make things feel objective. Photos and videos help me see what you're seeing. If you tell me something is worn and show me the gauge in the photo, I trust that. If you show me a battery test result instead of just saying it might fail, I feel informed. I can also tell when a shop is prepared, when information is easy to pull up, when history is already there, and when the explanation feels organized instead of improvised. That preparation makes me feel calm, and when I feel calm, I'm comfortable making decisions. What builds my trust isn't pressure or confidence, it's proof. When you show me that you measured, documented, and used the right tools, I believe the recommendation. That's what makes a shop feel high quality. Not how fast they talk, but how clearly they show the truth. And that's the kind of shop I come back to.